Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Whoa, I did not see this one coming. Is it a problem? Yes. How big of a problem is it just yet? We don't know. Let's not jump to conclusions. What am I talking about? Well, the Fed to delay ISO 20022 implementation until 2025. Of course, this impacts every single coin inside the ISO 20022 ecosystem. It doesn't just impact XRP. However, what is the bigger picture here? What are we missing? So the Federal Reserve today signaled that it intends to delay the implementation of the International Organization of Standardization's message format for the FedWire fund service to sometime in the quarter of 2025. That is a big difference compared to November 2023. In a forthcoming Federal Register notice, the Fed said that it is recommending the delay based on industry feedback suggesting that there should be a gap between the planned 2023 launch of the FedNow service and the ISO 20022 implementation, and that the Reserve Bank should provide at least 1 year for industry testing of ISO 20022 messages, among other things. Meanwhile, the clearinghouse said that CHIPS, the private sector wire clearing service, remain on course to implement ISO 20022 as planned in November 2023. Do you see how language and wording is so important when it comes to reading this type of information? It is so important because you could just read that title and jump straight to conclusions that, goodbye Quant, Stellar, XRP till 2025, for... You could, right? And I've had plenty of you message me saying things like that. And it's like, calm. Let's have a look at all the facts. Let's have a look at what's going on. And then make an informed decision. Informed decision. So that is the important message of today. No matter what news comes out, don't jump to conclusions and look at all the facts. Every single one of them before making a judgment. Including do more of your own information, more of your own research. Research and research and research again until you're satisfied with your own research. And you know what? Do a little bit more after that as well. Now, I want to play you this video. Have a listen to this. Have a listen to what he had to say.
Currencies, in terms of native cryptos like XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're not all the same, right? They're not all created equal. I think what's becoming much more popular in the industry now is more sustainable technologies. So the XRP ledger and XRP is there's no mining or proof of work or proof of stake involved. So the computational cost of validating transactions is almost zero, right? Very, very low cost and very stable in terms of pricing. Stable coins, again, not all created equal. You have a massive range from the algorithmic type stable coins. We all know the Terra story from a few weeks ago. And then now what we're seeing emerging is stable coins being issued by regulated entities. So I can't give you the names yet, but there's two projects we're working on, one in the UK and one in the US, working with banks that are regulated, who will be issuing stable coins, and the reserves will likely be held at a central bank, in a central bank account. So very different from the algorithmic stablecoin. We as Ripple work across all of these technologies. And then of course you've got central bank digital currencies, which essentially is the highest form of digital currency, right? Issued by the central bank, backed by the central bank, the most secure form. As a company who's working across the payment space, we're embracing all of these. We see they will all play their part in the future of money. I mean, today, cryptocurrency is less than 1% of all the money. Central bank money is less than 10%. The rest is all commercial bank money. So it'll be interesting to see, in 5 or 10 years, how does that look when it's all digitized? Will stablecoins be 90% of the market and CBDCs 10%, or will CBDCs actually be allowed to grow and be a much higher percentage of the money supply? I don't know. That's for the policymakers to decide.
I mean, this is really, really interesting what he had to say. I think that's, I think it's really, really, really interesting the way that it's explained, the way that they're going about it. And look, it's exciting. Like, there are exciting times ahead. These speed bumps that we're seeing, governments trying so desperately to slow down the mass adoption of crypto. They're not going to succeed because it is here to stay. I really don't like when articles begin like this. Like, crypto community bets XRP to reach 66 cents by June 30, 2022. First of all, if you're betting and don't understand what you hold, that is a big red flag for me. Huge red flag. If you're the type of crypto investor at the moment that is putting a bet, a punt, just going to put in some money, see how it goes. No, you're doing it all wrong. I'll tell you how it's going to go. It's going to go bad. And how do I know it's going to go bad? Because you're only looking at things from a price point of view. You're not looking at the technology. You're not looking at the bigger picture of it. And you're most likely going to make a mistake because you probably don't keep up to date enough because, hey, I'm just betting on it. Be professional. Research, white paper, news websites, YouTube channels like these. Really, really put in the homework because it will pay off in the best way imaginable. I cannot stress it enough. Stop betting and start making informed decisions because you work hard for your money. Like, the reason why I have this channel and come on and bring you guys what I find is because I know some of you are going to make some mistakes if you don't listen to some advice. And, if you don't listen to people like myself who research this, I research this regardless, right? So I may as well have a channel where I tell you guys what I find because I'm doing it anyway. So that was my mindset from the beginning. Now I'll bring 10 to 12 minute videos to talk to you guys about what's going on in the marketplace, what I think is interesting, the perspectives that I look at things from. Because I know some of you guys are lazy and you gotta stop being lazy with your money. You need to stop being lazy with your money. So listen to me, listen to others, check out news websites, research, and then make an informed decision based on your own research, not just one person's opinion. I cannot stress it enough. I talk about this all the time. Now, how the SEC Ripple lawsuit could change crypto. Look, it's going to change crypto in a big way. It's going to change in a big way. Regardless of how this thing goes, it's going to have a huge impact on the entire industry. So be careful what you wish for. If you're out there waving the flag going, hope XRP's lawsuit goes against them, yeah, you might want to think twice about that statement. Careful what you wish for. Because it is not in the crypto world's interest for XRP to lose. At all. Now, what are some of the fundamentals that could be, bringing the next wave for XRP? Well, we haven't quite hit bottom yet. I tell you that was a fake pump. We've gone straight down. I told you. Hey, I told you it was going to happen. Now, June 7 is an important date. Call information for the conference scheduled for Tuesday, June 7, 3 p.m. to discuss internal documents related to the Hinman's June 14, 2018 speech. So, let's see what happens on June 7. I'm excited. Which for us will be June 8 in Australia. Now, let's look at the weekly. What's happening? Look, based on this, we could be seeing a couple more weeks, like we're talking like a solid month of following this trend line in the low 30s, possibly 20, and then we start to move. Keep in mind this is a weekly chart. And keep in mind that this is a simulation. So can we drop? Yes. I believe we are going to drop further before we go up. Is it going to be too bad? No, not particularly. I mean, if you look at it from this perspective, if you follow this particular line, then you would either have a 28 cents as a target, or you could potentially have 26 cents as a target. But I still believe an extremely low 30 cents before we start to go up. And again, it's not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but just preparing you guys that, like I said yesterday, I knew the market was going to go down. Wasn't strong enough to hold. But be patient because patience will be rewarded. And if you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.